Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm very excited about today. We are continuing on with our envelope junk journal. So, if you're able to join last week, yep, this is just the continuation of that. But if you missed it last week, then I'll just quickly show you what we did. So we created our base of the junk journal using different envelopes that you might receive from like gifts, or if you just have some older envelopes in your stash that just need to be used, or if you just want to make a different kind of junk journal, you can use your envelopes as a base for a journal. And so what we did last week was we created this sweet little open um, I call it two-part envelope journal because we have a left-hand part and a right-hand part, just the way this is set up. All of our papers are Tim Holtz papers. Oh, good morning, Christine. Happy Sunday. So I'll start with the left side here. We have these cute little flaps that we made. Beautiful papers. Love the papers in this. We made some little envelopes here and here. We have the flap there. And then on this side, we have a little bit more flaps. I think we have two more. Oops. And then we have this flap here. And then we made this band for a journal. So that's where we left it off. As you can see, I already started placing or just setting up where some parts are going to be. So before we dig into it, I just wanted to show some things that I've done in prep for this because there's a lot of cutting and I didn't want you guys to see all the cuts that I made. And yeah, like why waste your time doing that? We all know how to cut paper. So I cut a whole bunch of paper this week. These are the sizes that I cut, and I'll just kind of leave this here so if you want to freeze frame this and just see what I've done. But I'm also going to share the sizes as we go along. And plus two, you might not have the same envelopes that I use. Like for example, the larger envelope that I used for the base of the journal. This is a larger size. I can't remember what size it is offhand. It is 6x9, I believe. Yep, 6x9. And someone did ask where I got these from. These were actually from Michael's. I think that they were available around Christmas. I haven't looked to see if they're still available now, but they were in the clearance bin and I just picked them up. They were Kraft paper and I really like the size of them. So yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, so you might have different size envelopes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share the sizes that I used, and then you can just cut accordingly for your envelopes that you used. And then yeah, and you might not want to do some of the things that I do, but this is just for ideas and inspiration. And yeah, it's your journal. You make it however you want to. So when you look at this, so the white's easy and the craft's easy. Like there's no specific orientation for those. Now with the pattern paper, I did put up and down arrows or side to side just to say, hey, you know what? This is 6x8 and this has a specific orientation. Like it's going to go horizontally. But as you're going along, you might want to like do the white and the craft first, and then maybe do your pattern paper while you're working in a specific area of your journal. Again, this is your journal and you can make this however you want to. And then also I stole some more copy paper from my husband's office. I didn't have time to tea dye it. I usually like to do that just to give it a more, vintage look. But I really do like the way the white paper looks anyway, so I'm just going to keep it like that. Now, some other prep that I did for this, I used the Tim Holtz Framelits set. I think it's the tag collection. Yep, tag collection. And so I cut a whole bunch of tags from some leftover scrap. And so that's just in prep for this. And I thought I'd change it up. I usually don't do this, but I die cut some gold paper that I had, some cardstock. And I just add that in there just for a little bit of extra sass, I guess you could say. And also, too, it really pulls out the yellow that that I seem to be not focusing on, but yeah, I just like the yellow in this album. So I just wanted to kind of pull that out from the papers. I also prepared some tabs. This is also from leftover cardstock. I made a whole bunch of them, or from paper. And I use my tab punch. This is from We Are Memory Keepers. It's a great punch. And then I also, and I don't know if we're going to get to this today, but I use the Tim Holtz field notes stamps. And I just took some book pages and I stamped out some little tags and some images on the pages, and I just cut them. So this here, I used peeled paint distress ink, and this yellow here is the Fossilized Amber. And I'm just trying to pull out the yellows because I'm really liking the yellow in this album. And so that's why I chose those two colors. And what was left over on my mat for the yellow, I took some seam binding and I just dyed my ribbon that I'm going to use to close this around there. So again, I haven't put the back on yet because I don't want to have this ribbon flopping around while I'm still working on this album. So the back is still not assembled, but that's okay. I think it's going to be much easier that way. And then last but not least, another thing that I used was the Tim Holtz stitched, what is this one called? It's called Stitched Slots. I really, really like this die cut. I don't know if you can see it any better there, but it's amazing to just slip little tags or notes or whatever in. I highly recommend anyone that does journals to get this, and it will look great even on a card front too. Just imagine this with just flowers kind of tucked in there. Oh yeah, that would look really nice. Now I think of it, like doing it like blue jean and then kind of tucking flowers in. I might have to make a card with that now. But yep, so that's what the prep was. Thanks, Christine. You gotta love the sass, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the left-hand side of this journal. So I'm just going to move this out of the way now. I'm going to start with the left-hand side just because I just automatically start in that direction every time, and I don't know why. Okay, so let's start with the pockets first. So on these two flips here, we've got a pocket that's going here, and then a pocket that's going to go down to this side. Okay, so I have all of these sorted according to left and right. So I apologize that this might take a second to find my pockets. Let's see, I believe these two are right here. Yep, so I've got a pocket here, and like I said, pocket down there. So I'm going to stick with the plain side. Now these are 5 and 1 3/4. I'm going to go ahead and punch this. So when I glue my pockets down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use glue. I'm not going to use tape. And the reason why I'm using glue is so that this way when you put any papers or tags or anything in here, you don't want the tape, the adhesive from that, to stick to whatever it is that you're putting into your pocket. So how many people started their envelope journal? If you did, please feel free to put it in the comments there. Or if you started to pull envelopes for your journal, I'd love to know how your process is going. What papers are you going to use? Are you going to use Tim Holtz? Are you going to use something else? Are you going to make your own papers? There's so many options with a junk journal. Put that flap down. I'll put this one here. Okay, so we've now created 2 pockets on our flaps, one here and one on the other side. Okay, so we have a couple more pockets on this side. So first, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. I know this is going here. This is exactly where I want it. I'm just going to put it right in the middle. Now, there is a spot back here, like you can see through the slats, some of the pattern, but really that doesn't bother me because when I go to put these in, you're not really going to see it anyway. If it really bothers you, you can always cut a piece of white or craft card stock to go underneath it. Oh, it started in your head, Christine. Well, that's great. Let's see. And just remember when you do this, oops, I went really crooked there. You only want to go along the edge. Wow, my glue's coming out funny. And you don't want to do the slots there because you're tucking stuff in there. So just want to make sure that dries or is not there. So I'll make sure I can put my tags in there. So I'm going to go not to the bottom because I might want to, when I embellish this album, I might want to put, some kind of detail down there. Oh, I love that image. So pretty. Okay, so next we're going to put a pocket here. And it's not that one. See, left hand top and bottom flaps. Oh, you know what? I might have cut these twice. I was wondering why I had so many pockets cut. That's okay. I have extra. I think I'm going to use that side. Yeah, I'm going to use that side. So go ahead and grab my punchkin. Oh, Christine. I'm incredibly inspired by you, Christine. She shared with me, I think it was last week or maybe the week before, these cards that she made. And so Christine is my, well, I don't know how to describe you. I want to say best friend. I know that sounds very high schoolish, but yeah, it's true. But Christine is a very talented card maker, and she made these cards last week with, they were like sea themed, like they had little seashells and stuff on them. They were very pretty. She shared those with me. She is quite talented. Okay, and so now we have one more that goes there, which is this one. I don't want to cover up those birds. I might trim this down. So this one's 7x2, but I think I might cut it down just a little bit because I don't want to cover up those birds. So I might cut like a ½ inch off that. Those birds are too cute to cover. And then I'll do another little punch in there. Make this one a little bit thinner since the pocket's so thin. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so another pocket done. So we are moving right along here. This is nice. So pocket, pocket, pocket. I'm just going to leave that as is. Pocket, pocket. Okay. So next I'm just going to pull the other album just to make sure I'm not forgetting any of the pockets. So when we did, so this is what I'm basing mine off of. Okay, I think this one goes into one of these, maybe. That one goes in there. Okay, so on this flap here, oh, I don't want to cover that up with that. But I could put it on the other side. Go there with it. That's not bad. So this is 3.5 by 1 3/4, and then I matted a piece of white cardstock onto it. I think I might put it there. That looks nice there. So on this one, I'm not tucking anything behind it. I mean, you could, but I think I'm just going to use this as a as just a little journaling area. Okay, so there's that. And on this, I was thinking about just leaving this as is, and then like if you want to mount anything to it, you can just do that. It could be whatever size that you want. Now on my original album, what I did, I went ahead and put corners on there. But I thought more about it, and it's really restricting your size when I put the corners on ahead of time. I mean, I was leaving it there as a placeholder, but really I don't want to do that for this one. I want to have the freedom to do whatever I want on these blank pages. So we have one that can go here. I don't recall that being there, but we could do that here. Or we could make that a tuck. Let's see, which one was it? It was originally this one. I don't know if I want to cover that up, because that's what I did on my prior one. But if I do that, I want it to be small because that image is so pretty. What size did I use? I think I used that one. Yep, so this is the right one. Yep. I think I'll do this, and then I think I might also make this a pocket. On the other one, I didn't make it a pocket, but it's in a great spot to do so. Oh, sorry. So this is 4 by 3 1/4. And so, yeah, that was the Kraft cardstock, and then I just cut it down. Okay, so I'm going to go kind of low here. I like how it looks like the flowers are coming out of there. Okay, so next we get to fill some of these pockets. So we have something that goes here and here on this one. It's easy. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And this is just a tuck that's going in, or a piece that's just going in right there. And so to make that a little bit easier, I'm just going to grab some of my tabs here. Oh, I like the ants. The ants are really cute. Yep. In there. So I think I'll just... I'll put this on back. So with this punch that I have, the tab punch, I could have folded this cardstock if I had enough of it, or pattern paper if I had enough of it. So this way I wouldn't have had the glue on the top. I would have just only had the glue along the edge there, but I only had strips of paper left and I didn't want to just toss it. So I decided to do it this way. There's that. Super cute. And so now we have a palette that's going to go here, which I think is this one. So that's going to go there. So I'm going to put another tab on there. That would look nice. Oh, I like this. I like that green. Okay, so we'll do that one. And so for this one, the base is 5 1/4 by 3 1/2, and then the white cardstock is 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. I think when this project's done, I think I'm going to cut a whole bunch more of these tabs because they're so convenient to have. Okay, that one's done. It goes in here. Oops. Oh, I might have a glue spot in there. Let's see if I can put my... Oh, I do. I have a glue spot. Yeah, I'm going to trim this really quick. Seems to be a little spot in there that is just it's just too wide. And then I'll go this way. Should have tried that before I tucked it in. Yeah, I don't know what it's catching on. I can put that in. Oh, there we go. Not sure what that was, but it's worked itself out now. Okay, then on this pocket here, this one's easy. This is 3 3/4 by 6 1/4, and then I added white cardstock and pattern cardstock. That's pretty. Okay, so the last thing on this side is we're going to have like a little tuck journal that's going in there. It's only going to be a few pages, so it won't be too thick. So this is cut to 10 by 4. And then I went ahead and I cut some copy paper to fit in there. And so this is going to go in here. Oh, I wish I would have picked a different outside for that. Look at that. Crisis averted. Okay. So that's just going to tuck in. Why does that not seem like it's the right size? Oh, it's the left-hand one that goes in there. I pulled the wrong album. Sorry about that. Let me just grab that one. Yep, this is the right one. So that one goes on the other side. So ignore what I just said. So instead, I cut paper to 8 by 6 1/4. And I'm just going to grab some thread to do this. Set my little bin here. Okay, so with this, I'm just going to do a simple stitch for it. So I'm going to do 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, if you're doing one with more than 3 stitches, I would suggest having a piece of paper with the holes shown and evenly spaced, so that this way you can, this way it's nice and neat. And I'm just going to use this. So the wax string, this is the wax string, and you don't have to use wax string. Like you could use, I don't know if sewing thread would be, well, it could be. But I just like using the wax string because it goes in and out of the holes easier, and it's the wax on it makes gives the string a little bit of extra strength. So when I do this, I want my string to be on the inside on this one. So I'm just gonna pop this in here, and I'm just gonna have it so that a little bit of string's hanging out, and then I'm gonna go up here through this hole and out. Then I'm gonna go down to the bottom hole. Then I'm going to go back in through here. Make sure you don't go in through your thread. Like you don't want to tear your thread that's already there, that little tail. Oops, I'm just going to pull that through. And I have it so that my string is on either side of this one. I'm just going to tie it a couple of times. trim it, and then this will be done. The wax also holds the knot in well too. There you go. That one's done. So I'm just going to put the birds in there. You know what I think it is? I think it's so humid in my craft room that things are sticking, and they shouldn't be. I think it's sticking to the envelope. Oh, there we go. I think that's just it. I'm going to keep that just tucked out just a little bit. Okay, so now this side's done. Easy peasy. Like the way that looks. Okay, so now let's go to the other side. Let me clear these papers out because it's starting to get a little messy. I went through a lot of Post-it notes labeling all of these. Okay. So let's start with the pockets again. So with this one, I'm just going to put this up here because I don't want to cover up that pretty bird. And again, I'm just going on the perimeter of this. Okay, so that's done. And let's keep going this way here. So on this side, we have, oh, I put it on the wrong one. This was supposed to be a flip here. So let's put the flip on that one. So be reversed. That's okay. So on this, we have a cool little flip that's going to go in. Oh yeah, it fits. Okay, so for this one has several parts to it. This one, this part is 4 1/4 by 11, so like your standard card size. Then I cut 2 4 by 5 1/4 white pieces of cardstock, and then a pattern one on top. I left the bottom side Kraft. And then I cut a piece of the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 just Kraft. And so first I'm going to mount this. I'm just using tape for this. So the reason why I'm just keeping it Kraft is because I might just want to put, like a picture there, or, something here besides text, or I can just write right on the craft paper. I just didn't want to use white everywhere. And so I also cut a piece of 1 by 4 1/4 cardstock or pattern paper. And this is going to serve as my hinge. So I'm going to score this. Since it's 1 inch wide, I'm just going to score it at the half. Oh, well, I'm glad that it feels accessible for you, Christine. it's like there's a lot of steps to this project, but they're not hard steps. It's stuff that, um, we do all the time in our projects. It's just a whole bunch of them combined for this process. So I'm going to go like this and then just put it down. So that's my hinge. And so then I'm going to put this guy on top of it like that. So I'm going to use glue. So this way I can make sure it's centered on there. Okay. So now we have a flip. We can put text and stuff there, and then another flip. And then space to write or put stuff or whatever. Actually, it'd be nice there is like a piece of, instead of pattern paper, like a piece of thin lace. Like, wouldn't that be cool to have that? I think I might go back and add lace to that. So I think that'll look pretty. Okay, so we've got some flips there. And then on this side, I think there's a pocket. Nope, there's nothing there. That was left plain, which I'm happy about that because that image is so pretty. And so then with this flip, we have a pocket that's going right here. So I think that might be this one. Yep, it's that one. So this is 2 by 5.5. Yeah, I really like that. I think I'm gonna go like this. So I'll punch it on this side. So I just started this week doing something new with my glue so that it's always facing down, because I find I have to do this a lot, and it's a habit I still haven't fully developed yet of using this, but I'll show you as soon as I place this. So you know those little turnstile things that you put that stamps used to go on, like the old rubber stamps? So what I'm doing is I'm putting my Nuvo there because it's actually the same diameter as your little brushes, the little blending brush holders. So I've been doing that just to keep my glue upside down. Let's see. So I've got that. And so next is this flip here. And oops, that's another pretty image. And that one has a pocket that goes this way. So, wow, this is really getting messy. My pocket is here. Oh, it's covering up those pretty flowers. I don't know if I want to cover that up. I like that so much. I don't think I'm going to cover that up. So originally there was a pocket here with a little punch there to stick some things in, but I don't know if I want to do that. That's just too pretty. I wonder if I have a thin piece I could put there for a little pocket. Oh, I've got these extras that I made. It's not the right size. So I have a whole thing here of leftover paper. Is that one? Yeah, I might do that. Okay, so let me quickly measure this. This is, well, let's just go this way. That is 6 1/4. So I'm just going to go 6 1/4 here. And then maybe I'll do another 1.5 inches to match the other side. I turn it down just a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. I like that better. You know, as funny as paper crafters, and I don't know if you do the same thing, but unless someone specifically asks you to make a whole bunch of the same thing, I don't think I've ever made the same thing twice. Well, I guess if I'm doing a YouTube video of something I've already done, but yeah, I usually don't make something the same way twice. Isn't that lovely? Oh, that's so pretty. Then we could just stick like a little tag in there or something. That would look really nice. Oh, thank you, Christine. Hi, Sandra. Oh, thank you so much, Sandra. That is so nice. I really appreciate that. Okay, so we have those. So now let's go ahead and put the tucks in there. So we have a few. So these are 3.5 by 4.5. I made 2 of them. Let's see, which one looks better? We'll put that guy there. And then we'll put this one here. And what I'll do is I'll put another couple tabs on there. I want to avoid that little bird. So let's go ahead and do this. So it's going to look weird being that the hole is in the center there, but that's okay. It's a junk journal. Ooh, I like that side. That's nice. So if you had to pick your favorite Tim Holtz product, what Tim Holtz thing do you use the most? I think for me, vintage photo, vintage photo distress ink. I use that so much. And then after that, I think it's the oh, that's cute. I could have made that insert bigger. There we go. So that's why I made it that height, because I knew it had to go in. Because it's folded there. That's why. Let's see. So, yep. So the vintage photo I use a lot of. Then after that, I really like that stamp set that I showed you guys earlier. That one has a whole bunch of goodness in it. Let's see. So what's left on this side is we have some more fun journals to put in. We have this one that is going to go here. And yeah, you could make it wider. I think the reason why I made this one so small is because that's what paper I had left over originally when I made the first album. And then we also have a journal that's going to go in here. So let's start with that one. Let's see. So again, so with this one, I might do a 5 hole, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull that phone foam out again. So with the kit that I use, with the wax thread, I bought that off of Amazon, and they have different size sets. Like you could get a smaller set with only a few different wax string colors in it, and then there are some that have several different colors. I went to several different colors just because I figured since I was first learning how to do this, I might be going through a lot of them, and then also it's just nice to have some variety. So I'm going to go in the center. I'm just eyeing this. I probably shouldn't. 1, 2. I'm going to put one up here. 3. I should have a better foam underneath here. Like this one's a little too loosey-goosey. And then I think I'll use the same one because, again, this one kind of has a little bit of yellow in it, and it's kind of going with the theme of what color I'm accentuating here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and a little bit extra. And with this one, I want the string on the inside again too. So I'm going to go in through the middle. And since I'll be pulling on this a lot, I'm just going to take a little piece of washi just to hold that in place. How are we doing with time? Oh, okay. We're getting there. Okay, so it's in, out, in. Yep, okay. So then I go the next hole up. Just going to pop in there. Then this one. Oops. I always have to do this. So down, and then up, and down. Okay. Then you go back up through the hole. Of course, this is the way I do it. Other people might do it differently. Let's see. Then, yep. Then down. Yeah, I think I missed a step here. And this way. And this way. Oh no, I actually did it right. This way. And then I'm going on the other side of this. And I don't want to go in through my string that I started with, or thread that I started with. Okay, it's nice and tight. I could have gone up a little higher there on either side, so this way it's not moving so much from the top. Oh yeah, Christine, oxide inks are really nice. I don't use those as much as I should. People do so many wonderful things with them. Here we go. Isn't that pretty? Love that. Okay, so we have a pocket we're going to put in here, of course. Just going to punch that out. I think we're going to get most of what I wanted done today. Yep. Looks good. Let me make sure that's what I did on that one. Sorry, I'm looking off screen. So it's actually on the outside that I put it. Oh, that look nice. Okay, so we'll do that. So I bought a new mat, the black mat that you see. I like the other mat because it was hard and like I could cut on it. But when I'm doing videos, I'm finding that the white lines are distracting. And so I picked up this one. This one is like a soft rubber, and it's made by Graphic 45, and I'm loving it. So on one side it's all black, which is really nice. It's not distracting. And then on the other side they have gold clock faces, so it's really pretty. Let's see, now on the inside, yeah, I didn't put anything on the inside, which that's fine. Looks good. Let's see, so on this one of these do tuck in. It's probably that one. I'm going to wait until that dries before I do that. Okay, so in our album, if we flip to the right side, we have this going in. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now we have this last one to do. And this one will not take a lot of string. I wonder if I could use that. Yep, I could. Oh, that one's longer. I'll use that one. Okay, one more time for this. Oh. Yeah, I really should have pulled out my other mat. Or my other foam. If you have it, it's the foam that, it's a more dense foam, and it's the one that used for flowers, for flower forming. Yeah, I think I might have it so that this one goes in through the top and has a little bow on top. That might look better. So I'm going to reverse this. Let's see if I can work backwards. So that, I'm going to go here. And then on the top. And then one more through here. Oops. I'm going to put that on the other side. Yeah, I just think it'd be a cool little detail to have that coming out of the top instead. I'll just tie it. Where the other one go? There we go. Okay. So that is just going to go right there. Oh yeah, I like the string across the top. Doesn't it look nice? Let's see, I'm going to cut it so that they're at least even. It'd be nice though to put something here. I feel like it's missing something. I had cut that image out just because I thought it was pretty. Could do a pocket, a really small pocket. see, that one goes here. Oh, sorry, this is 3 3/4 by 5. Yeah, I think I want to do that. So I'm just gonna mark that. Just a little too plain for me. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. I can already picture embellishments going on there. You know what? I think we're going to be able to put that ribbon on today so we can tie the album. Okay, so let's see how we did. We got quite a bit done today. We have all of our flaps done. Oh, I need, what goes in there? I think what goes in there is that one, but nope. This one. So this is 3 1/4 wide by 5 3/4. I knew I was forgetting one. And again, I will put this on. Yeah, I don't think I've ever mounted anything straight. It just seems like everything I make is crooked. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not straight. It's okay. I like those papers together. That's pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here. Bone folder again. I feel like that's not right. It's very funny. Ah, there we go. Did you hear that crack there? There we go. Look at that. Oh, that's so nice. I've got my little pocket there, my little sideways one. That's going to fold up. Fold up. Okay, that's a very thick journal. So let's go ahead and put our string or our ribbon around our journal, and we'll finish this. We'll finish after that, and then next week I'll either, well, I don't know. It depends on how much I can get done this week. I will either embellish with you all, or just show what has been done afterwards. What would you guys rather see? Would you rather see me embellish and like show how I do it, or would you rather see the end results? Feel free to put that in there. I never know what people want to see. Okay, so I'm taping that guy down now. Well, I'm thinking of it. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and put... Oh, hi, Renee. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. Oh, I kind of like that side better. I was going to do this side. But, I like that. That looks nice. Okay. So I'm going to go with the good tape on this one, just because it's on the outside. And it's going to see more wear and tear than all the inside pieces. Now, what I could have done was last week when I put the front cover on, and then today when I'm putting this back cover on, what I could have done is gone in and used like a Mod Podge or some kind of liquid adhesive to put this down. And then I could have sealed it using a Mod Podge or similar to have a nice gloss coat to it, or matte coat to it, just to kind of protect the outside. But yeah, if you want to do that on your envelope journal, that would look really nice. And I mean, you put so much time into this, and it might be nice to do that. Maybe next time I'll do that, but I gotta make sure I'm facing the right way, which I am. And I gotta stand up for this one. Okay. So I'm just gonna push this down all around there. Look at that cover. Isn't that pretty? Not bad. So there we go. We have the main bits done. And then it will be all the little details next time. Oh, I love that. That makes me happy. Oh, thank you, Christine. Isn't that pretty? I really like that a lot. Something about yellow this season. I'm really loving seeing the yellow. So what do you guys think? Do you want to see me do the embellishments, or do you want to just see the end results next week? Either way, I'm fine. If you have a strong preference, just tell me, and yeah, I will I'll take suggestions there. But if not, I think I might just show you the final results, just because it does take a while to find the doilies and find like the little music paper or whatever to put in there. Yeah, it's hard, but either way, I can. It's hard, Sandra, to pick sometimes. Like I know I love watching people, do their process and seeing what they're thinking when they're picking out stuff, especially mixed media people. Oh, they're like using the paste and stuff. They just blow my mind. But yeah, I think I might go ahead and do some of it, if not all of it, and then I'll show you guys the final results next week. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure you hit the little like button, so this way I kind of know what people want to see in the future. And yeah, and if you're not a subscriber yet, feel free to subscribe and make sure you leave comments. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, if you ever have any questions or suggestions, or if you just want to say hi and say, hey, I'm watching and I'm from Illinois, and I'm happy to be here. I love to know that someone from, oh gosh, I think she was from Brazil, left the sweetest comment, and so that was really nice. It's funny how crafting can unite so many people around the world. I love it. But thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you have a happy crafty day. Bye.